What up guys, my name's Dart and this video is going to be a masterclass brought to you by the guys at Hebrew Legends. So this week they took on a clan called Deebo's Army, which is another elite level war clan. They're both ranked in the top 10 in the world at the moment, and everyone was anticipating it was going to be a great matchup. So I thought I'd bring you 4 attacks from it. So let's jump straight in. So you can see Hebrew Legends came out winners 96-88, and although that might seem like it's quite close, if you know the standard of attacking at the top of the clan war circuit, then you'll know that's a massive margin of victory. Winning by 8 stars is huge. So great war, Hebrew Legends, and good try, Deebo's Army. There were a ton of 3 stars in this war. You can see just about, well, all of the Town Hall 9s got 3-starred on the Deebo side, and 2 of the Town Hall 10s as well. So of those Town Hall 10 attacks, we're going to start with the attack by Captain Alex, which is one of the most complex kind of attacks you can do in Clash of Clans. It's a lavaloon attack, but it's called an Archer Queen walk, is how it's often described, and it's usually done on these kinds of bases. This is a Dragonflower base, and it involves your Archer Queen doing an insane amount of work. So here he starts off by creating funnel, in goes the Archer Queen, and then a couple of healers go down. And she is now going to walk right the way around the perimeter of this base, and she's going to take out 2 air defences on her own. So while all of that is going on, while she's getting busy with the air defences, he's going to drop in a golem up the top to tank for her, and the king over at 3 o'clock on the eastern side of the base, the opposite side to the queen. And the king is also he's going to take out some defences, and he's going to get out the CC2. So there's a ton of stuff going on all at once. So in go the wall breakers to open up the walls for the golem and the king. The queen by now has made her way through about 10-15% of the outside of the base. The king goes inside. He had a wizard just to help him get down those defences. Now the golem that had been deployed has switched into golemites, but the queen is still working away. Out comes the enemy CC, which turns out to be a hound, which is actually quite good news for a lavaloon attack, because hounds they're more of a nuisance CC. They don't do a lot of damage, which obviously those hurt lavaloon attacks. Now the queen's already taken out one of the air defences over there, and she's getting to grips with the enemy Archer Queen. She gets her down. And in go all of the loons, all of the hounds, all of the spells, a couple of free spells in the core. So you can see the first part of the attack is slow. You have to let everything unfold, and then the middle portion you just throw everything in, all the spells, everything all together. And the base gets annihilated. And somehow this queen is still alive with a sliver of health. These healers are going to need to lie down and a raise, because they've done an inordinate amount of work. And as you can see now, the base is getting cleaned up. The enemy CC Hound is still alive, but he's been pretty ineffectual most of this attack. And that is how you execute the Archer Queen walk. So it's a really brilliant attack by Alex. A fantastic way to 3-star a pretty solid Town Hall 10. Now, this attack's going to be by Neg. He's one of Deebo's top Town Hall 9 attackers, and the special things about these attacks, the reason why I picked these ones over the other 3 stars that were done, where I felt that these 3 stars really exploited the defences that they were attacking. They were specific to these bases, and those are always the best kinds of attacks. The ones where the attackers really stopped and analysed the base and worked out how to exploit its weaknesses. So in a lot of these bases, in a lot of these Town Hall 9 bases, you'll see that the queen, the Archer Queen, will be put at a side of the base that you don't really want to attack from. If you tried attacking the side closest to the Archer Queen here, you'd run into the Town Hall, and you'd end up with a less effective side to attack from. So instead, Neg has attacked from the north. He's attacked from 12 o'clock, but he's taken 3 golems, and he puts the jump spell almost in the middle of the base. And that allows his kill squad to get right over to the queen. Meanwhile, his hogs are down here, and they're taking out all the defences. So the queen's only just gone down. Everything's happening all together, but it's a very, very well worked attack. And in a second, you're going to be able to see that he triggers the second double giant bomb. So there was one just here. The other one's by the Town Hall, just there. But that's only 2 of the 4. Why? Well, because the other double giant bombs are here. So he's got 2 of them. He's completely bypassed. Hasn't even had to detonate with the hogs. You'll see in a second. The archers go in here and boom. Fantastic attack. Wonderful attack. Really stopped and studied the base and worked out the best way, the best angle, the best army, the best timing to 3-star it. So that's what we're all shooting for. That's what we're all trying to do. Now the next kind of attack we're going to watch will be a lavaloon attack, and it's by one of the best lavaloon attackers I've seen actually. His name's Paulie, and he's one of the really strong members of Hebrew Legends. All of their members are great. They're just a fantastic clan. I'm not sure there's many better in the world than Hebrew Legends right now, to be honest with you. And I'm not just saying that because they let me come into their clan and film their dominant wins. So the only thing that really goes wrong in this attack is he ran into a couple of mines and bombs down there, which stopped him from killing this one cannon. But it doesn't really bother him too much. It's a cold-blooded attack, so he only has 1 golem. The objective, of course, is to kill the archer queen and to kill that air defense down there. So out comes the CC, slaps a bit of a poison on them, and then trusts that his queen's going to finish them off. And then in go the hounds and the balloons, and the deployment of the balloons is just perfect. So he's got 2 hounds on this one air defense, and all of the balloons go in around it. And he deploys the rages early. Now the reason for that is because if you wait too long, then the rages aren't going to pick up many balloons because the balloons will already be dead. Balloons are quite fragile. So here he deploys the first 2 rages very, very quick, and then the third one is just there. He's managed to get 1 balloon right in the core on that air defense. The pathing's fantastic. You'd think it was lucky, but I've seen him do this so many times. It's just really, really great planning. And then he's got a couple of goblins to clean up. And that's all she wrote. Fantastic attack. Again, exploiting the base and what was around. Now, our last replay is going to be by Ben. Here we go. So, this base. This is a very unusual base. These kinds of bases are always popular in Elite Clan Wars because they make you think. What this guy, Super Duper Man, has done is he's put his most important defences, so the Wizard Towers, the Archer Towers, and an Expo with, spoiler alert, double jump bombs in here, over this side. And he's put the Queen, which is the single most important thing besides the CC, in the base over this side. So what he's saying is you can have either or. You can either kill all these defences with the kill squad, or you can kill the Archer Queen with the kill squad, but you can't have both. And I think they had the first attack on this base definitely failed. So Ben had a real look at the base and he decided, well, there is a way of getting it. And this is what he came up with. So first off, he drops in 2 hogs. One of the issues with the base, and there are issues with every base. Every base has weaknesses. It's just about sitting down and puzzling out what they are. One of the issues was these mortars aren't guarded by anything, and there's nothing guarding that air defense which is within range of the CC. So very cleverly, Ben uses 2 hogs to trigger the CC and get 3 air defenses. So that's great value. Then he puts in 3 golems and starts the funnel. So nice wide funnel. Now he clears all that stuff out, and then he drops in the jump, and he's got 5 witches which all go in. So the Queen gets busy. The enemy CC was a hound, by the way, which again isn't. I don't think it's ideal. I don't take hounds in my CCs. You're going to see a lot of dragons and 2 balloon CCs as well at Town Hall 9. That's going to become very, very common. So then he drops in a rage and puts his jump smack in the middle of the base. What he's asked his CC, his kill squad to do, is cut a bloody swathe right the way through the base, and that's exactly what they do. So he's got such a big kill squad, the 3 golems, the 5 witches, that they go right the way through the base. His king then manages to get to the enemy queen He dies pretty quickly, but he distracts her long enough for all of those skeletons to come over as well. And then up at the top, he sends in one giant to tank with the 10 hogs. The 5 witches in the core are still doing work, and there's nothing in there that can stop them. He's already bypassed one of the double giant bombs. There's the heal for a giant bomb up there. The hogs now are going to clean up that expo too. And I don't remember seeing too many attacks that are done like that. That's it's just a really innovative, really interesting way of breaking down a base, trying to see what the defender is trying to stop you from doing, and then working out a way around it. That's the best thing about Clan Wars, as far as I'm concerned. It's the challenge, it's the puzzle, and great work, Ben. That was really the difference. The Hebrew Legends guys managed to puzzle out the Deebo's army bases, and they didn't manage to figure out theirs. It was it was a really high quality war. There was a lot of respect on both sides, to be honest. Hebrew Legends have sent over some guys to war with Deebo's army before, and during the war, the Deebo's army guys were actually making the Hebrew Legends war bases as farming bases. So yeah, there was a lot of mutual respect on both sides, and credit to both clans. But ultimately, props to Hebrew Legends. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and tell your clanmates about the channel. Obviously, the purpose of it is to help you all become better at attacking in Clan Wars. And until the next time, guys, happy clashing.